everyone, welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. In today's video, we are going to work on our Airmail journal, and I have no idea how we're going to start, but we have to start something, right? I've got to get this going. I just told Mark I have zero focus today, and he goes, I don't know what to tell you, but we're going to figure it out. So I have here my bag of stamps and mailing supplies, and I knew I had this cute little envelope in here. And then I have here a bag of stamps. So if you're in a location where you don't have access to stamps, or you would like a package of vintage stamps or just stamps, I don't know if they're all vintage or not. I don't know what the dates are. But I have stamps coming out my ears, and I would be more than happy to put together some packs to either put in my Etsy or Ko-fi, or just we can do something through email if you would like. I don't know on pricing. I'll have to look up and see kind of what stamps go for, but I have plenty of stamps that I'm happy to curate some packages if you're interested. So let me know. Okay, where is my bit? I have a mess. You guys can see I have a mess. Here, oh, I was going to tell you. So Rhoda had her 2,000, Rhoda Burks had her 2,000 subscriber giveaway, and I won. Thank you very much, Rhoda. So I did receive the journal. It's so cute. I love it. I love seeing other people's work. I just think it's so interesting, and I love this cover. And I know I had already asked you how you built it, but now that I can see it, I'm like, ooh, I'm going to be saving some paper towel rolls because that is super cool. So thank you so much. It is a lovely journal, and I love all the different papers. And I just have to say my favorite page is the page with the cardinal on the mailbox, but I just love cardinals, so you guys know that already. Let me see if I can find it quickly and just share that page with you. Rhoda has a full flip through of this journal over on her channel, so I would encourage you to go check that out. That's my favorite page. I love him so much. Love him so much. I would encourage you to go check out her channel and look at the final flip through. And Paper Crafting with Miss Tommy also had a giveaway, and there are 2 Jodies, so it was kind of a interesting situation, but Miss Tommy said that she would make me a journal, and she did. And this is a botanical journal, and she did not do a final flip through on her channel because she wanted it to be a surprise for me. And I love your use of papers and the colors, and it's such a lovely journal. So if this is something you guys would like to see a flip through of, let me know. Or if you want me to do a flip through of Rhoda's journal as well, I'd be more than happy to do so. Just let me know in the comments below. But I did want to say thank you to both of you. They are lovely journals. And I mean, look at that bead. That bead is just beautiful. It's got a tree in there with a butterfly. It's such a detailed bead. So cool. Anyway, so just a little bit about that. And I just wanted to say a special thank you to both of you. I really appreciate it. I will treasure the journals. And so thank you. Okay. Now back to Airmail. You can see I have a mess. I have a mess. I am almost in avalanche status, you guys. Almost. All right. So I have this little envelope, and I thought, oh, that might be cute on the inside of that as a little tuck, right? And most of you don't know that when I travel, I absolutely love to send postcards. So what I was thinking is, see, that would fit because it's just a remnant bit of postage stamps, but I have to figure something out because I take this thing with me and then I lose it in my totes, and I'm like, oh, I need to know where the stamps are, but I have cute little return address labels and stamps of different varieties, and so I'd like to have a home for those in this journal, and also have a place that when I do pick up postcards when we're traveling, I can tuck them in here till I have time to sit and mail them out. So having that in mind, I do want to do something like that with this as we are creating it. So hopefully that makes sense. I think I already told you, I literally just told Mark, I have zero focus today. I'm really having a hard time, but I have to get some stuff done. I printed another page from Tracy's kit, and I thought, you know, oh gosh, this one is from Despatch. And please remember that I'm using Despatch and Postal Scraps, And I need to get the postal definitions. I don't have the postal definitions, and I really want them to go with this because I think it would be a really cool bit to have. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to fill the page or whatever. And I did, and it printed like this. And I thought, oh, that's not so bad. But you can see the difference. It cut off the brads on the top, and then it also cut off the bottom here. So that's not an option. So I have to have a happy medium between the 92% that my printer is doing and the fill the page. So we're going to make it work. I'm going to quit printing bits until I need them. I shared this with you in the last video, my stack of papers here that we have that we're going to use. My grandma's letters here that we're going to incorporate somehow. At least the stamps and envelopes. I don't even know what the letters say. I haven't even read them. I need to read them. My Aunt Margie was, whoo, she was something else. I think I've talked about that in a previous video too. I tell you, I was talking to my aunt the other day. We were on the phone for like 2 hours. And we were talking about our family, and we're like, oh, we got dealt doozies. I got dealt doozies on both sides. So I'm very, very grateful for my husband's family that loves me so much. All right, so we had decided, I don't even know what I did with those bits. Oh, that's gonna be so much fun. I wanna cut this apart because I cannot use both bits of this, and I'm going to leave the spine on here, and I'm only going to cut off the front of this piece. So we're gonna go for it. How about put glasses on so we might be able to cut a straight line here. And I like the jagged edge of this side here. So I'm hoping that the spine will stay attached. So I think we're probably going to have to reinforce that somehow. And I did, oh, that did come off. That's all. Well, I could use that then, can't I? Okay, it's all right. I love this look. And so I was thinking, somehow I'd really like for that to still be showing, but I love this book cloth stuff. I just think it's super cool. So this is going to get attached to the back somehow and come across the front, but I'm not actually going to build the fronts. I'm not going to build our cover until we're closer to done and getting our bits built, because we all know I do not make small journals. Where did that go? There they were. Okay. All right. So what I want to do is I want to cover the inside of these two. And I do have fabric that I'm going to use in this, but I'm not going to use it just yet. So I want to cut some panels here that are going to be big enough. And see, I did that. I don't even know if that's going to work. So I think, let's cut the edges off. Have I said welcome to my channel? I don't think I did. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for your continued support. I really appreciate it. Oh my gosh, funny story. So last night I get a text message from my daughter-in-law's mom. And her grandson is playing with paper with her, inking. It's so cute, right? And so I said, you're getting him prepared for the grandma escapades for when I come out. So I said, we both have, our names both start with J. And I said, oh my gosh, we're going to have the J grandma's escapades. Grandma's as in plural, not possessive. Because we both have the J's, and I thought, well, how cute is that going to be to play with the kids? And then my granddaughter likes to do art. And I'm hoping that my grandson's getting into it as well. But it was just such a cute picture that she sent me. And I sent it to a couple of my girlfriends too. And I'm like, look how cute this is. It was so fun. But anyway, I got to I do want this to be kind of rustic looking and, you know, kind of grungy or whatever. But I don't know that I don't think I want my covers to be, yeah, rough. That's the word, Jody. Get the words out. And I was going to use this one on the front panel, but because I'm going to cut through that orders drawn bit, I think, because this is measuring what? How about cut a straight line? What is this measuring? Are you guys like, Jody, what's new? You never have any focus? because I could understand if you felt that way. So that's approximately 5 1/4 if we want to come over here and just get to the edge of this. So if we go 5 1/4, yeah, that's going to be right in the middle of orders drawn, and I don't want that. So let's look at this one and see what we can get at 5 1/4. It's not going to get into it, so yeah, we could do that. And then this could be like a tag or a ticket or something somewhere. And then, do I want to go that wide? I don't think I do, because I don't want to get into the spine, but I wanted that covered. And I'm thinking that probably this did go all the way over here at one point. Yeah, you can see it did. See, this page shows you that. So, and that's actually 5 3/8 on the back side there. But it comes over further on the edge than this one does. Okay, good to know. Good to know. And I actually think I like this bit. So if we do this just right and we cut that, that could just be ledger on the front. No, 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 that's not what we were doing. Okay, I had to regroup a little bit. I don't know how much good it's gonna do, but I regrouped. So I took the spine off, the factory spine, and I wish I would have just torn it off of this back side, because I love this rough edge, and I'm going to leave that rough edge for the back. Put your glasses back on. And so I'm going to clean up this back one, because it is going to actually have, it's going to have a spine on it. So that will give me, you know what I could do? I don't need to worry about that. I'm not going to worry about that. That is going to be the back. So I'm switching the front cover to the back cover to the front cover, and I'm doing them the wrong way. So the front cover is going to be upside down so that this edge is going to be covered. The front cover, this is the back cover, and it's going to be upside down as well. No, it's right side up because I want this frayed edge to show. I hope that makes sense. So it would have been like this for the spine in the middle. Okay. I'm rotating that one 180 so that that cut side will be in the spine. And then this one, I'm just flipping like this. So this factory edge here that's clean is going to be the spine, and this cut edge is going to be my spine in the middle. So I probably should make a note in pencil. This is going to get covered, so I'm going to say back and top. Okay, and then this is going to be front and top. Okay, that way I keep it straight as I'm working on it. And then once we start getting things on these covers, it's not going to matter, because then it's going to be like, oh yeah, that's the way it goes. But in the meantime, we have this. So what I was thinking is, I have this cardstock, but I think it's going to be too thick to maybe build envelopes out of or flaps out of to start with. So I think what we're going to use is our file folders. And one of these, yeah, already has been, my friend sent me these. She had done a project using the file folders. And so I love working with file folders. And you would know that if you've been following me for any amount of time. And I will get to, once we get rolling here, this is going to come together. It really is just kind of another brainstorming video. And I'll say I am super scattered this morning, but I have a lot going on. I'm still really tired and trying to do my physical therapy. And my mother-in-law is coming on Thursday. I'm trying to work on this, and I'm trying to work on that project for January. So there's a lot going on. I'm not going to worry too much about the inside. We're still going to see this, I'm thinking. Oh, that's the outside. Oh, wait. This is the outside flap. Oh, don't get over there. I may leave that on purpose because I like that. This is not the right eraser. This is not erasing well enough. So this is going to be the spine side. Right? This is going to show. Okay, and that's not going to hurt anything. I think I'm going to leave that exposed on purpose because I really like that a lot. Okay, this is going to be our back flap. So it's going to be like this. Yeah. And then this one is going to be like this. But since this came apart, I think I'm probably going to use this one. Yep, I'm going to use this one. And leave that rough edge exposed like that. Okay, I just dropped my pencil. Okay, so that's going to be kind of our front covers, right? But I'm not going to be building the spine or anything yet because I don't know how big this is going to be. And the spines are going to be attached to the outside. So, you know, it's going to run down this, and here. Okay, so then this will fold up. This rough edge will be exposed, and this will fold over the top. And this rough edge would be exposed, which I really like. So I may just tear this off. Yep. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Give me these off of here. Those are attached pretty good. So I think I'll leave those actually. And this is going to go like this. Yes, that's going to look really good. I like it. Okay, so we have that kind of formulated. So now what's going to have to happen is we're going to start making our bits for our front. I do love this. I'm going to use that somewhere. Okay, so we're going to start doing things for the inside. And so what I'm thinking is, because I want to be able to embellish, you know, I think I'm going to make this back piece. Let's start with, let's start with our back. Yeah, and I think if I make that a pocket, and I don't mind which side of the blue shows because it's really pretty regardless. She's got different tones of blue in this, and I think it's really, really pretty. I don't have red file folders, so I'm not too worried about how the reds look with it because the red's going to be fine with either shade of the blue as well. The blue is going to be fine with either shade of the blue. So, okay, so then this could be like a pocket with a tuck here. And I think I'll go from the bottom, so that's a little bit bigger there. And that can be a tuck. So let me get a kind of a plan here. Oh, I like that too, though. And figure out how I want to cut this and use it so I'm not wasting our file folder. And then I'll come back. My goodness, willy-nilly here. All right, let me set this aside. So what I'm thinking is we're going to cut this down. This is my back cover. We're going to mark this and cut it, and I want this tab to be centered, and you'll see why when we do this. So I want to mark this here and about here, I think. And make sure that's relatively even. It may not be exact. So that's approximately 3/4 to the curve. And that is approximately, okay, so we actually need to go this way a little bit more. And I'm just more eyeballing it because I really should just go from here, right? And say, okay, no, what I want to do is this. So I go 5 1/4 to that edge. That's going to be 2 1/2 would be 5 1/16 would be, or excuse me, and 2 1/2 is 5 1/8. So 2 5/8 to the middle here. Is that what I want to do? Yes, that's what I want to do. So to the center of this is going to be 2 5/8. Okay. What I want to do is just kind of fold this in half and just kind of make a mark here. I don't want to make a big mark. I want to be able to erase it, right? And so then from this mark, I can measure my 2 5/8 both directions and cut it at that point. All right. And then hopefully I don't mess it up. And when we cut this, it's going to land where we want it for being centered here. So we're going to cut this. I'll get it cut down and then get it scored how I want it. And then I'll come back and show you. I haven't scored it yet because I'm playing with the height. And I know that this factory score is here and we're ignoring that factory score, okay? So what I want to do is get my height. And I think I'm going to bring this as our top flap. This is our bottom flap because that's already designed to be a pocket, right? And then that's going to hang over. So that's what we're going to have when we are done with this, right? So the height of this, if we just say 8 1/4, that's going to be 4 1/8 in the center, right? So if we go, even if we just went 8, we're going to see the red at the top and the bottom. That might make it a little bit easier. But see, this bottom flap is not as tall as that top flap, but that is okay because I want this top flap to overhang our bottom flap, right? So if I say on this piece, let's just maybe say, like, I don't know, 4 1/8 maybe here. And I'm going to just, yeah, do like that. Okay, and we're gonna fold that up, hopefully straight. Let's do it straight, Jody. Let's do it straight. Okay, and then we're gonna come this way. How about uncover your numbers, ding dong, and go, what did I say, 8 1/4? Let me just pull this up like a 1/16 of an inch, and yeah, let's go, yeah, about there, and just go 8 1/4 here. And I did that. I'm folding it against that score. You know, valleys make mountains, and I just did a valley, but it'll work. It's going to be fine. Ouch. Sorry about that. I stepped wrong on my foot. Okay, and that's going to fit on there really nice. And of course, I'll make sure it's straight when we glue it on there. And actually, I could bring that down just a little bit more, but that's good because what we'll do is we will score this. Now, we'll come in. Let's do it the right way this time so it'll fold better. Let's come in like that. Yeah. And make it where it will have a little bit more room for things that way. And I think I'll go ahead and do the same here because I really don't mind if that, I could have gone the other way with that, huh? That's all right. I don't mind if that shows some of that red on there. Yeah, I should have done that the other way. No, it's fine. No. Yeah, I should have done that the other way. That's okay. The score marks aren't going to matter once we glue it because it's going to be fine. Yeah, I'm going to put another one in there. I'm going to go the other way with this one. Ooh, hi, slow down. This file folder is hard to score. Hard to score straight. And if I would slow down, that would be helpful, right? All right. So then, let's, yeah, get our little creases going here. And I'm kind of fighting with that other one that I did. Oh, I scored it wrong again, didn't I? That's all right. Okay, so then this will get glued to the back here. It's going to make us a pocket, right? And that's going to fold over that way. So we'll clip that down, and then when we decorate it, I know my head's in the, let's pull this down one more notch here. Yeah, when we decorate it, it'll come to life, okay? So I decided that I wasn't going to have enough room in the bottom pocket, so I'm just making like a little gusset for the sides. So I took a 1-inch strip, and look at me go, I opened it. I took a 1-inch strip, and I just scored it at quarter, 1/2 and 3/4 inch. And I am just gluing that to the edges with the pointy side facing out. And that's just going to give us a little bit more room and a little bit more as far as options for what we can put in this pocket. And so I think it's going to be, oops, fine. And such fiddly bits, fiddly bits. And like I said, I watched Tracy's series on this, and I don't want to copy hers exactly because that's not how I do things. I'm taking inspiration from her project for sure, and I'm making it my own, which I would encourage you to do as well if you're going to follow along like with this from me. Do your own thing, make it yours. Don't, I mean, if you learn by following somebody else, by all means, do whatever speaks to you. There's no shame in that. And I will tell you that as content creators, as long as you give credit to the person that you drew your inspiration from, then of course we're flattered. But please don't take it and say it's your own idea, because that's not fair to the person who actually did it and did the work and came up with the idea and took the time to share it with the community. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the right thing to do. So just kind of some food for thought there, as far as if you're following along with somebody, make sure you give them credit where credit is due. YouTubers spend, you know, you see what you see as far as the content that they put out, but what you don't see is the time it takes to upload videos and edit videos and all of that. Like, you don't see that, you know. Oh, that's too big for that to put a pin in there. Uh-oh. Is this one too big? What do you guys do with your Barely Art glue tips? I guess I'm going to finish that art glitter glue, and I will put it back in. I guess I'll put the Barely Arts in my art glitter glue bottle, because that's not going to close. And it didn't come. This is supposed to be like the clean out pin, but I guess I'm going to borrow it for right now. I need help with that for sure. I don't know the best way to store my tip on my Barely Arts glue. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, that marred that. Just, you know, food for thought. That's all. Not trying to say anybody would say, oh, it was my idea, when it wasn't. But unfortunately, people do that. Like, I've been seeing a lot of creators, digital creators, that are really having difficulty with their creations being put like on Pinterest and stuff, or being shared. And I did see a person in a group, I don't know the person's name, and I don't remember which group, it doesn't matter. And she had said, well, what if I make a file for digitals that I've bought and I can share them here? And we were all like, you better make sure with the content creator that that's okay, because I wouldn't think that, for example, I bought this kit. I'm pretty sure Tracy's not going to go, sure, Jody, go ahead and put that on your Facebook page and share, because that takes away from her business. So I truly don't know of any digital creator that would be okay with you sharing like that. And I just don't think that that's the right thing to do. And unfortunately, I think it's getting to be an issue for a lot of creators, that people are just sharing without respect or regard to the work that they put into them. Can't imagine how many hours it takes. I mean, I did upload that one digital to my Ko-fi for the Creep on June, what I used, and I have some stuff I plan on uploading from my January project for you guys to buy. Certainly not to share with people, because that takes away from me, and you know, that's money in their pockets, and that's how they purchase things to continue to provide for us. I mean, the content and what have you. So anyway, that's just my personal feelings on it, and I hope that, and I'm sure everybody here has the integrity to not share things that we... That is not going to work. I want to round that corner. I don't have one of these as a corner rounder, and I don't think I want that tip. Oh, it's not going to work anyway. Okay, well, here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to go boop and just barely take that corner off. I just don't like that sharp point. But anyway, that's my 2 cents on it, and I hope that doesn't offend anybody, but I just think it's an integrity issue. And I know that most people have the utmost integrity, and I appreciate that very, very much. So now we have a little pocket, see? And we have more room with adding the little doodads on the side. So then when we glue this down like this, we're gonna have room. But I wanna decorate this, put something here, and figure out, I should have done that before I glued that together. That's okay, we'll just make it part of the decoration. So let me get my papers for this. I'm gonna embellish this part, embellish this bottom part, and we need to put, I think we'll do like the circle with the brad, policy closure, that's the word. Okay, so I have a piece here, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, boy, I really like those little doodads there. And I think if I do this right, I can put some eyelets, brads, grommets, whatever those things are, in here. It's going to cut my airplane in half, but that's okay. So what I want to do is I'm going to just line this up on the back here. And I'm going to come in just a little bit on both sides and just leave like a little bit of that blue showing. Yeah, trying to let myself just, you know, the Christmas project was really good for me because I just allowed myself to do just whatever felt good and felt right or whatever. And it was just just truly a joy to do that altered book and the freedom. And I am going to try to allow myself to do that more often. I just think it's really important to just do the things. And I've been trying to watch people who inspire me to do that. And I just think it's just very freeing for me. And I really, I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. So, all right. So we have this. So now what I want to do is just, hopefully, is that going to do what I want it to do? I was hoping to get that edge there. Oh, I don't have to do that because I have it right here. I have another one. I have another one. So let's just, yeah, come up a little bit because I'm trying to leave that so I can see that blue, right? And then I want to make sure I'm kind of centered, and it looks like I am. I'm holding it to the light so I can see my little eyelet spots there. And I'm just going to cut that out. And then once this is cut out, we'll be able to get our height for our other piece. I mean, oh my gosh. Get the spot for the bottom, I mean, oh my word. You guys are gonna, don't skewer me in this video, please. Don't leave me lots of mean comments because I'm a hot mess today. Big hot mess. All right. Oh yeah, that's gonna be so much fun. Oh, that's a cool piece. We might be able to use that. Yes, I know, I'm saving a scrap. I need to come in just a little bit more on those. I don't wanna come in too much because I don't wanna get into my eyelet spot. Yeah. I like it. So, what are you guys working on? Oh, and I wanted to say, I saw a post again in a Facebook group, and I don't know who or what, and it doesn't matter. And she said, and I completely agree with her, she is no longer accepting crafty friend request to her personal profile, and that is so that way when she posts pictures of her family and her grandkids and stuff like that, it protects them. And I wholeheartedly agree with that. And so the friends that I have made that are on my personal profile, I've made friends with, I mean, I've got a couple friends that are just dear, dear friends that I'm so, so grateful for. And they are on my personal profile. And they will stay there, of course, because they're my friends. I mean, some of them have been here to my house. I've been to their house, whatever. going to be at their house soon, I hope. But anyway, but anybody new going forward, I'm going to direct them to the Facebook group. And that is so that it protects the privacy of like our grandkids and stuff like that. As we visit with them and what have you. And you know, and hopefully like I was saying, the J Grandma escapades are going to be happening. And so those probably will be pictures that I would share, but on my personal profile and not without permission from mom and dad. Anyway, so just kind of a heads up, if you want to connect with me and get to know me better and have a chat, just please go to my Facebook group versus trying to find my personal profile on Facebook. So when I do share like videos or content or whatever on my personal profile, I try to make it public. You can see that, but the rest is set to, shouldn't be able to see it actually if it did correct. So, all right, I like that. I like that a lot. So I'm going to ink around that. I think I need to take this down just a little bit more. I think I didn't have my line down far enough when I did that. Far enough. Not far enough, fur enough when I did it. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, we'll just trim this down a little bit more, and it's just kind of fiddly. And I'm sure there's an easier way to do this. And I'm sure one of you will tell me, Jody, you could have done it that way. And I'll say, oh my gosh, that's genius. Thank you for telling me. All right, perfect. All right, so I'm gonna fiddle with this a little bit more, make this where I'm a little bit more happy with that line. And then when I come back, we'll put eyelets in, and we need a policy closure before I stick this down for sure. All right. So I have here a circle with the Airmail, and this is 3 layers, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, I could put a silver brad in it. That would look okay. I have this little white one. I don't want it to be very big, and I did stick that in my distress ink. Oops. But I don't think that the distress ink is gonna stay on there. So I have 2 red eyelets here. Grommets, eyelets, what do you guys call these? I think they're eyelets. Anyway, I need to order some because I'm running out of colors that I like. And I'm not too concerned about them being exactly where they are on the page here. I'm just putting them in for some interest. I think it'll be kind of fun, and I'm just, oh, I didn't set that for them to be even, top to bottom even. Let's see. Oh, that's pretty darn close. We're going to go for it. And I'm just going to pop that in there. Yeah. Then I'm not doing it all the way through. You'll be able to see the blue through there. And I think that's okay. I just wanted to have them on here for just some texture, some added interest. And that way, just a pop of color there. And if I want to age them a little bit, I can whack them with a hammer. Got some aggression, whack on stuff with a hammer, Jody. All right, so then that's gonna go there. I like it. I like it a lot. And then this, we're just going to push a hole. I saw Rhoda. Where did you get your metal pokey tool? Because I really like that a lot. So I just have that. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it here in the middle of this design and hope for the best. And this is my Dollar Tree pokey tool, and I don't know if you saw that. It just bent again, so that's why I'm asking. I thought I had another pokey tool. Pretty sure I have a nice one somewhere. But where is the question? Yeah. Ooh, we want to make sure that this is going to be down low enough. Why don't we just like put it there? Did that make a mark for me? No. No, it did not. So I'm just going to pull that back out of there actually. I want that down here. How about like right there? Push that through. So now our pen should go through all those layers and hold And then when I glue this down, it will be secured. So I'll get it glued down, and then I'll come back. We'll figure out what we're going to put up here, and then that will be all we work on. Oh, shoot. Don't do like I did. You got to make sure it's through the paper too before you split your pins. Then when we come back in the next video, we'll just continue to work on it and see what else we can come up with. And like I said, I'm taking inspiration, but I'm not going to copy her, because what does that do? And she used all Tim Holtz papers in hers. It was a really cool project. I hope that stays. These pins like to break on me. Yeah. And I'll get that glued down there. Okay? Okay, so we're getting to be really long here as far as our length of the video, and I have this piece, and we're going to have to put an eyelet in on this side, and it's going to have to go through both pieces. So I'm thinking about what I want to do here. I have this scrap that I took off the top of this, however, it came off here, and it's the right width, and I thought, well, we could just use that for a little pocket there, right? So I need to stabilize that, make sure that's going to be strong enough. I don't mind the blue. I like the blue. I mean, we're using a file folder, so I don't think I have to cover like every square inch of the inside of this. I don't think. I mean, do we need to cover it all? I don't really think that we do, although I do like that. But I'm into an awful lot of blue. We need some variation in color. But that's off of that, so the color matches. So now I'm just getting to a point here where I'm like kind of stumped. And so I don't want to be too stumped, but we're going to have the eyelet on this side. So I want to make sure that we do something, because I have to put my twine through there to close this. So I thought this would be perfect. And I have my little 3/4 inch punch that I'm going to punch that circle out. Let's just go ahead and do that. And I don't know if you can see with the shadow. I'm just trying to center that in my punch the best that I can. And yeah, come on, Jody. I'm trying to do it so you can see it and I can't see it. Okay, close enough. And then we still have that little label we can use. So that's going to go in here somewhere in the middle. And oh, you know what would be fun is maybe like a little bit of cheesecloth or something peeking out from behind that. Oh, let's see what we've got here. Just a little something for some texture. Yeah. Yep. And then when we punch that, hopefully it'll punch through that. Yeah. So then we'll have our twine wherever I put that. And we'll have this will be I just want it to be like a fun bit, you know? Oh, I could just do that. And when I glue that down, have the center of that kind of open. Oh my gosh. Anyway. Yeah. Let's do it. And maybe we need something a little bit bigger behind there too. So I'll play with this, okay? And I'll get an eyelet put in it, have some twine put in it. And then when I come back, I'll show you. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to end the video here. We're just going to continue to work on this in the next video. And I'll get this piece done. I don't know. I think I'll go ahead and get it glued on the back. I want to get all the bits built, and that's the hard part. We have to figure out the bases and get them built, so that way I can make the spines on this, because I don't want to fight ephemera and everything when we're putting this on here. So it's kind of like a catch-22 as far as order of working on this, I think, but I do think it's going to be a really fun piece. I do. Ooh, you know, that could be what covers on that side. And just have a label there. Maybe. All right. So we'll work on this some more. And then when I come back, we'll just continue to work on it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. I know. I said I was going to be back in the next video, but I felt like this was incomplete. And I figured you guys would be like, hello, that was incomplete. So I have put 2 brads through the brads that were in the design, and they're a little bit big. I wish they were slightly smaller, but it's what I've got, so we're using it, right? And so I stabilized my pocket with just a scrap here of the pieces from cutting off the edges of my digitals. So once again, you people making fun of me for my scraps. I'm using them. And I say that in total love and jest, just so you know. I'm not serious. All right, so I'm just going to line this up with the edge of my pages here that I have, and I want to just have that down, which you can't see what you're doing. You can't see what I'm doing, but I can't see what I'm doing either. I don't know about this Barely Art glue. It does give you a little bit longer than the Art Glitter glue by just like a nanosecond to move it. So we'll see. I don't know if I'm completely sold on it, but it does ship in the winter, although I'm not ordering stuff in the winter these days, so I don't even know if that really matters. Oh, I like that. So that gives us a pocket here, okay? And then this we're gonna flip down, and I think I'm gonna opt not to use the cheesecloth, even though I do love it, but I don't want it to get in the way. So on my little circle here, I hope you guys can see because this is such a fiddly bit, I am only going to put glue around this outside edge just to hold it in place while I punch the, yep. Put the hole in it. That's the word, Jody. Spit it out. Okay. So there's that. It says Post Office Department. Okay. And I think on that one, I used red on the other one. I don't know why I put those away. I knew I was not done with them. I'm going to order some more eyelets today, I think, because I just am running low on my colors and I need them. And I don't use that many of the silver ones, but oh, you know what? I bet if I put the silver ones in some alcohol ink, that would make them more acceptable. Do I want to use white since I used white down there? Boy, that's really stark. So the answer to that is no. So I guess we'll just use a gold one. Or I don't want to use a red one because I used red in the other. We'll use a blue one. Yep. So, gonna do that. Get that put in there. We'll see what it looks like on the other side. If I feel like I need to cover it. I hope not. I wonder if I'm gonna have to get my long arm out for this. But that's nice because Mark got me that long arm, you know, and it gives me options for putting eyelets deeper into the page than what I've been able to in the past. So that's awesome. All right, so where do I want that? I think about there is the middle-ish, like that. Because once I put this on here, I can't see it. So then I can put my little pencil dot in the middle of the hole and hope for the best. It's close enough. Close enough. Okay. I always have to look at the picture on this. All right. Yes, I like it. And then I'm just going to gently whack it. I like it. And then we'll put some twine through here, which I put somewhere on my table. I'm sure it is not somewhere on my table. So now we will put a piece of this through here and it'll wrap around. So the question becomes, how much do we want? Probably about like that, maybe a little bit longer. Yeah, let's go like that. Okay. I always do this wrong. Yeah, that's how it goes. I always have to think about which way to put that loop so it shows the right way. So then that will it'll wrap around here, weskily wab it, and then it'll be glued on our back cover. So that'll be great. Okay, I really am going to see you in the next video. Bye.